say
Top Billin. Yo, what up, people? All my top Billin villains. Your boy is back. The season is almost here, man. I cannot wait, man. Want to show a little love to all my villains out there, all my fellow true Eagles fans, you know what I mean? Y'all know I rock with you, man, especially all the people in this area, man, especially in the Delaware Valley, obviously all throughout Philadelphia, South Jersey, Elton, Maryland, Delaware, all my people, you know what I'm saying? You know I don't do a bandwagon, right? If you a bandwagon fan, this ain't the place for you. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. The fuck up out of here, you know what I mean? It's for all my real true Eagles fans. Being able to witness a roster like this, your man Howie Roseman has done it again. I repeat, this is how we do Howie Roseman, man. I mean, let's check this out right here, man. Now, there are some spots on here, obviously, that, you know what I mean, is a little, but they're spots. They're not position groups. Think about it like that, right? This is one of the best Eagles rosters, man, of all time. Of all time, man. All pros throughout this entire joint. Think about it. We already, you know what I'm saying? We already know what Jalen Hurts is, man. Dude is an absolute killer. He's a winner. He's somebody that you want. I love how he operates, just period, in life, period. You know what I mean? I love people who are even killed, right? You can't tell if they're up or they're down. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we could all take away from Bull here, right? Jalen Hurts is that dude. But Tanner McKee, man, imagine having that dude as a backup quarterback. You can make a case with his skill set. He could be an upper echelon quarterback, at least a top 15 QB right now. So if something were to happen, you know what I'm saying, to Jalen Hurts, inshallah, this man makes it through this season unscathed and we never have to see Tanner McKee or Sam Howell, right? You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to them, but Jalen Hurts is our guy. He's our man. He's going to lead us to the promised land once again, just like I told everyone last year, just like I told everyone back, right, way before any of these people even heard about Jalen Hurts. When I was covering Alabama and talking about how good this kid was and how, you know what I mean, just go back to the channel, baby. Even when he went to Oklahoma and all that, I believe in this guy's skill set, man. I'm proud and happy to have him as the representative, right, of the city of Philadelphia, right here in this area. Sam Howell, too, as a third quarterback. That's what I was talking about. The people don't understand, right? I was talking about Sam Howell as a third quarterback. Whatever he did with the Seattle Seahawks and teams like that, what does that mean? What does that matter? People always have to come and put their input in on something, just like the previous year when we acquired Clint Hurt, right, as a defensive line coach. Had all these dumbass Seattle Seahawks fans coming here talking about, oh, he's trash, all this and that. Yeah, he may not have been a good defensive coordinator, but when you reduce him down to a position coach, the guy is hell on wheels. As you can see, our defensive line has never been better. Clint Hurt is that bull. So stop doing that shit, man. Worry about your own team, you know what I mean? We got this over here, right? So Sam Howell, you know what I mean? That's dope. That's a dope trio right there, right? Instead of having a guy like Kyle McCord or DTR, Sam Howell as a third quarterback option, how can you get better than that? Definitely wouldn't want him as a starter. Not saying that, right? At least at this point in time of his development, and definitely wouldn't want him over Tanner McKee. But as an option to get through a game or two, Sam Howell, you can do much worse. Saquon, Will Shipley, A.J. Dillon, Ben Van Sumeren, right? These three backs. Now, I will say this. I like Johnson. I think Johnson, you know what I mean, should be on a practice squad, right? I still really want them to get one more franchise-style running back, whether it be through free agency or whomever like that. I feel like Johnson could be one of these guys who could flip the style. I'm not sure about A.J. Dillon's health long-term. If he stays healthy, though, shit, that shit going to be crazy, right? Straight crazy. Barkley with Dillon, you talk about being physical with Van Sumeren and some of those concepts that I was talking about last year. That counter that they had with them, man. I love that shit. I can't wait to see that come back there. Will Shipley as a third down back, perhaps, or as one of these guys. You know what I mean? You put it back there and maybe let them make the magic happen. I like Will Shipley a lot. The receivers, is this not the best? Could you imagine having this receiving core back? You know what I mean? My day, right? You know what I'm saying? Ronald Cunningham era, Donovan McNabb era. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, John Mechie, and Darius Cooper. Now, Jahan Dotson and John Mechie have not proven themselves at this level per se. Jahan Dotson has had some pretty good seasons. Probably not what you would want to have from somebody who's a first-round draft pick, top 15 pick. Same deal with John Mechie. Not quite, you know what I'm saying, like he was in college. Darius Cooper, we don't know anything about outside of the preseason, but he looks like he could be a number one receiver, man. He looked that good. And, of course, having the best 1-2 punch in the league, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, yeah, that shit crazy, bro. All right, we got to do the Mechie catch right here, right? Mechie running his out route here. He did a good job on it. I always love the way Mechie runs his routes. He's another sell, no-tell guy, very similar to Thin Diesel Devontae Smith. As a matter of fact, man, that was the heyday of this channel. Covering Alabama, covering Georgia. We did it really big on this channel, man, and we did that for years. And, of course, Mechie was a big part of that. I wasn't a Mechie sexual, but that was my man because he was from the East Coast. I believe when he left Canada, he was in the D.C. area, out Hagerstown in Maryland, and then he came out Jersey as well, right? So, once again, running his out route. So I want you to see how he eats the cushion, right? Eats the cushion, absorbs the contact, then he cuts a sharp angle. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't get it like that as far as the route running goes, but he doesn't have that problem, so check it out. That's nasty right there, man. Go back. Check this out. Eating the cushion. Sell, no tell. Very much like Devontae Smith, sell, no tell. And he's going to get into the action first. Look at that. The cornerback tries to catch, right? That's a catch technique right here. Trying to catch to detonate the contact here. Look at him stick that foot in the ground, turn a sharp angle, and almost work back towards the ball. Look at that separation, that Dr. Fauci style separation right there. Your man is getting up for the downstroke as well there, but I like how he runs this and then works back towards the ball, cut down on time in air of the ball. Good route, hands catcher right there. Now, I will say this about Mechie. I always thought sometimes his hands can be a little suspect, right? I think he ended up dropping a pass in this game too, but he's a very, very good route runner. He has good hands. He just doesn't have those like perfect Devontae Smith type hands, you know what I mean? So maybe that could be a part of his problem why he has them. But sometimes, man, shit just don't work out in the NFL. I know he has some health issues, you know what I mean? But happy to have him as a Philadelphia Eagle for sure. Him and Jahan Dotson on the same team with Devontae Smith and Darius Cooper and A.J. Brown. Whew. Right, he was being judged by throwing to guys like Todd Pinkston and shit like that, right? Fred X, right? Freddie Mitchell and dudes like that, man. He never had anything like that. So I felt bad for him, right? They couldn't even keep Anaya Smith on the team. They're so loaded. They lost, you know what I mean? They lost big man, right? And you would have think that Anaya Smith would have been able to settle in right there, right? Nope. Got somebody like John Mechie on the team, Darius Cooper. It just made that much, feel bad for him, man. Hopefully he can make the practice squad, whatever. Goddard, Calcaterra, Granson, that's dope, you know what I mean? Offensive line, we don't even got to do nothing about that shit. I told you Tyler Steen was going to win that job anyway. I thought he should have won the job last year. That was the thing right there. When people were talking about Mekhi Becton and all this, right? Unless I have bad memory, which could be the case, you know what I mean? That man, to me, I remember him coming out of camp being a starter, and I think something happened to him, and then Mekhi Becton got to go in the game. But Tyler Steen's been anything but less than solid, in my opinion, when he has played, and I think he'll be very good this year. You guys were crying about Cam Jurgens and shit. How did that work out? Cam Jurgens is that bull as well. We know about Malata Dickerson and, of course, Lane Johnson, you know what I mean, all pros throughout the wazoo, right? And some decent guys backing them up, right? Drew Kendall, Matt Pryor, and these boys. It's all good. This defensive line right here. Yo, I'm going to call it right there. You know the defense needs its own section. You know I'll ramble forever. Trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter until we get upon the season, and then we do our thing. Just like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do their thing, baby. It is on. That defense is going to pilot another championship, virtually unparalleled on both lines of scrimmage. I would think Man, my home city, baby. My home city, away from home, away from the city of Philadelphia. That would be Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Philadelphia Eagles in the Murf Bowl. That's going to be lit. Philly going to take it, obviously, but I want to see my boys from Baltimore make it as well. So shout outs to everybody, all my villains. It's going to be a great season. Tap in with your boy on the next one, man. Make sure you coming out, baby. Tapping into it, baby. North Philly, where you at? Holla at your boy Kensington, Port Richmond, Brewerytown, Strawberry Mansion, Allegheny West. Come on, I say Strawberry Mansion, of course, baby. Poplar, Ludlow, Fishtown, Northern Liberties, all you folks, man. Shout out to everybody in West. Shout out to everybody Southwest, South Philly, Northwest, Uptown, Center City. All my people out Delaware Valley, South Jersey in the building, Elkton, Maryland. And, of course, big shouts to Wilmington, man. I always get down in Wilmington, Christiana as well.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.